Oh, I'm tired. Good morning, y'all. Ugh, I'm tired. I didn't get back from ER until, well, I didn't get to sleep until 6 this morning. And I'm looking, I got home and took a shower because I want to get the hospital off me. All the hospital amoebas. My hair's still wet because I just fell asleep not too long ago. But I wanted to let everybody know about the results. Hold on, let me get my coffee. I woke up and I can't go back to sleep. Okay, so the results. This is I'm not sure if you all know. I had explained it last night on there. Good morning. Good morning, Glenda. Good morning, Allie. Um, she has to see a specialist because the infection goes away and then comes back and then goes away with antibiotics and then comes back. The throwing up and the fever comes back. Well, since it's repeating, she has to see a specialist. Oh, coffee. Come to me. So, we got her antibiotics. Well, she had antibiotics at the hospital last night, and then they gave her some more, which I have to go pick up. Ooh, I look rough, guys. I look rough. No, 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 no. It was my meatball, my 18-year-old. In the last 2 months, she's had gotten high fevers and then throwing up, and then they would give her heavy duty antibiotics like in her muscles, like two huge syringes in her muscles, and then 10 days of oral antibiotics. And then when that would wear off, the fever would come back and the throwing up would come back. So I'd take her back, and then they would do that whole process over. Big, huge syringes of antibiotics in her muscles, and then 10-day antibiotics and orally. And then it came back again for the third time. So I wasn't messing around. I'm like, there's an infection in there. I just don't know what. And so I took her and they did all kinds of testing on her, which I was glad. They did a full blood work, did the urine, did uh, like a sonogram, and then a CT scan with oral contrast, with an IV contrast. Yeah, IV contrast. And then they gave her antibiotics through the IV there, and then oral antibiotics to take. And I have to call the specialist this morning. It has to do with her kidneys and bladder. So she has to see a urologist. However, that runs in my family. I had one for 6 months. It was a low grade one, but since it was coming up on the spectrum of an infection, even though it was a very low grade, like zero's nothing, I would have like five. And then where she's at is more like in the thousands. So that shows it's like up in the kidneys. So I need cream on my face. But yeah, she's sleeping right now. I don't even know how I'm awake. So they think, yeah, again, it has to do. I mean, my whole family, we we have to get that stuff. Like I said, I had a 6 month kidney infection. Took 6 months and a urologist specialist, and I had my urethra. I think that's how you say it. My urethra stretched. You haven't lived until you had your urethra stretched. But you know what? It worked. About a month later, mine went away. I haven't had a problem since. My sister has to get them like every 6 months. And They want her on one antibiotic pill a day for the rest of her life just to keep it under bay. I hope so too, because she's so young. She shouldn't be having to deal with that, you know? And she with throwing up too. Oh gosh, I wish I had. Where's my tripod? It's just scary when you see, you know, her throwing up and just fever and just writhing in pain. It was just not. It wasn't good. And then I find out my little meatball, my grandson, has a low grade fever. So that's scary. The little man's only 2 months old. Oh, I woke up starving, like hungry. I woke up and so I'm eating a low carb wrap. I spray it with some Pam spray and I put it in the oven on like 400. Get it all crispy. And then I put some feta cheese on there with some salad and maybe like a piece of ham and I roll it up. Oh, just thinking about it, my stomach's growling. I eat very good with low carb these days. But when I woke up this morning, I was like, Chick-fil-A. Like, nope. Go eat your low carb wrap right now. Do you guys ever watch YouTube channel called Steve and Steph Resale Killers? They dumpster dive. They're pickers and diggers. Hi Libby, hello. How are you? Oh man. My husband says, stop eating so much feta. I'm like, oh, feta tastes good like on anything. I eat it with everything. If I make my cauliflower rice, I put some feta on there. If I make my I'm doing good. I was just telling everybody some people knew like last night I did a live. I was at ER with my daughter. So we got back. I didn't get to sleep until like 6 this morning. And it's 9:30. So I gotta be late. So I'm looking kind of rough, y'all. Not my fault. But so definitely check this channel out. It's called Steven and Steph. So Steven and then capital Steph and then space Resell Killers. They're dumpster divers. They're out of Temecula and I'm like addicted to watching them. They find some good stuff. I can't get in a trash can and and look at stuff because I'd be too afraid to get like poked with something or put my hand in her foot and she gets in there with some sandals. I give it to her because no. But what I like to do is does anybody else like to do that where you go? It's because you could they're called divers. And then there's pickers and divers. Like pickers are the ones that just show up and then you look around the bin and then people throw like really nice things away. You can find some good stuff. I'm telling you. Like for hobbies, like DIY stuff and resell, or even if stuff they throw perfectly good stuff away, you can donate it to people. But you got to watch their channel. Oh my lord. I'm addicted. Cannoli says hi. Say hi, Cannoli. Say hi, love. Say hi, love. She wants to play. Where's your ball? Where's your toy? Give it to me. Give it to me. Hello, Libby. What'd you guys all eat for breakfast? Oh, my God. Hold on. I forgot I put my low carb wrap in the oven. I don't want to burn it. Don't want to burn it. Oh, not burnt. I only had it on. I had it on low temperature. Hold on, I need some chopstick. Banana Oh. I went to go eat a banana yesterday. I don't eat bananas because of the whole keto thing, but I was craving a banana. And it was like I can't eat a banana where you open it up and it's all gross, like all brown. But I found some good spots on this one. So, but I did have like 2 bites of banana yesterday, and oh man, that was delish. I know, cannoli. I needed some chopstick. Do you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Wicked but wicked, hey! Love you bunches. Look at. Say hi, wicked but wicked. Hi, guys. Just put some chapstick on. Waiting for my low carb wrap to come out of the oven. Oh, I love all you guys. Libby, Wicked When Wicked. Who's all up on here? Glenda, Allie. You guys are awesome. Wicked When Wicked. I wasn't sure if you saw the video from last night. I had my 18-year-old meatball at the ER and didn't get back till 6 this morning, so I have no ideas why I'm awake right now, other than my stomach going, I'm hungry. Feed me. Canolers. Canolers. Say hi. Say hi, love. Oh, scared the crap out of me. What'd you do? You scared me. She's sleeping right now. I gotta go get her. I gotta go get her medicine, and then I have to contact a specialist, which we have the specialist name. I just gotta give him a call. I called Big Guy. I talked to him when I got home this morning, and then I slept right through him leaving. I didn't even hear him. I was out cold, but I gotta call him because he's not feeling good. So I'm like, nope, not having it. So, I'm waiting for my low carb wrap. I'm gonna put some feta. I'm gonna put some little bit of ranch, some salad, and some ham. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna eat it with my coffee. Oh yeah. Thank you. I love all the prayers. I know that's like pop on here and I know I'll get those prayers, and I love that. It means the world to me. Because I was there last night with her by myself, and I'm good with like stress, but I've been stressing lately. I've been stressing, y'all. Just with everyone. It's just a lot. But you know what? It's okay. It's just one foot in front of the other. Keep on going. Keep on trucking. She has to see she has to see a urologist because it's a kidney infection that comes back with a vengeance. Like, she had it, and then it went, she was throwing up, had a fever, took her to Rady's. They gave her antibiotics in her muscles and then sent her home with antibiotics, and then for 10 days, and when it worked, and then when she was done with that, the antibiotics, within a few days she started throwing up and fever. So I took her back, and they repeated the same process. Huge vials of antibiotics in her muscles, and then 10 days of antibiotics to take home or to pick up for home. And then yesterday it started coming back again, throwing up, fever. So I'm like, oh hell no. I got to take her, and they're going to figure it out. Or they're going to have, oh my gosh, tell me if this would offend you guys. The RN that was taking care of her because she hadn't eaten all day because she was hungry. I mean, because she was throwing up. So she was hungry, obviously, with no eating all day. I think she just ate a piece of bread yesterday. So she kept saying, ask them if they have some food. And this was after the results. So they had brought her in some ice chips. So I kind of figured they got some results and it was okay to give her those ice chips because we had asked like hours before. She leaned over and said, Mom, ask him I'm hungry. And I know they have a refrigerator in there and I know they have some food in there or some juice or something. Well, anyways, she's like, Mom, ask him. So I said, can she get something to eat now? And she goes, yeah, could I get something to eat? And this is what he said. And it just is, he goes, this is not Denny's. And I was like, oh, hell no. You might as well get another gurney and put her right next to her because I'm going to throat punch you. He ended up bringing her some pudding. But isn't that rude? Or is it just me? This ain't Denny's. I wasn't asking you to make her some freaking waffles. I was asking for some freaking something to put in her stomach, you douche. Yeah, isn't that? I mean, I'm like, that was rude. And then she tells him no, rewind. She tells him, yeah, wasn't that rude? Yeah, he was douchey. He's lucky. He's lucky Big Guy wasn't there because literally I would have just sat back and crossed my legs and be like, you're going to get dished out what you deserve, buddy. And with me, I'm thinking in my mind, okay, he's taking care of my kid right now. Do I really want to piss him off? But I was like, oh, hell no. But yeah, he ended up bringing her pudding, but I was like, that was the rudest thing ever. Who does that? So rewind. Burp, burp, burp. She tells him, my veins on this arm doesn't really work well. Can you use this other arm? And she knows her body more than he does. And he said, I do this for a living. And most people think they know what they want. And then it's a no-go. So let me do my job. Puts it in the arm he wanted to put it in. Ended up having to take it out because he crossed something, like it was called something, like he put the needle in and it crossed something. And he was like, oh, so he ended up having to use the arm she wanted to use. So she knew. And he looked like a class A-hole. He did. I was like, how rude. This isn't Denny's. And it made her feel bad too. And that's what made me mad, is the look on her face when he said that, like it embarrassed her. Like, you don't be embarrassed. Oh, now she's like, I'm going to Yelp him. Yeah, because I'm thinking, what a power trip. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you got to walk 4 steps to get a freaking pudding or a yogurt. I went 3 days after a C-section and they forgot to feed me. And I was my first C-section, and it was with Ash. And I thought, well, maybe I'm not supposed to be eating after a C-section. I didn't know. I just know I was hungry, but I didn't say anything until the 3rd day. And then I finally asked him, I was like, I don't mean to bother you, but I'm kind of hungry. And they're like, well, didn't you get breakfast? And I'm like, I haven't eaten since I've been here. And they're like, you're checking out at noon. You haven't eaten? And I'm like, no. And they're like, oh my gosh. She brought me her lunch. She goes, I'm bringing you my lunch. There's a little bit of like some Lipton soup in a pack. That's not going to do it. I'm going to get you something ASAP. She didn't even get that. She was like, well, this isn't Denny's. Yeah, she says, I'm going to Yelp him. Lucky I didn't Yelp him last night. With the soprano swing and a karate kick, throat punch. Yep, he's lucky. But if looks could kill, I was like, oh, wait, what? No, homeboy. You're about ready to get schooled. And I'm the most like loving, caring person. If somebody said to me, I'm hungry, I'd be like, oh, hold on. This ain't Denny's. Whatever. He'll get his. Oh, I keep forgetting about my wrap. And it's my only last full wrap left. So, oh, I smell it. I smell it. Please don't be burnt. Oh, it's getting crispy. Hold on, guys. Un momento. Where am I going to put you? Hold on. Sorry about this. Hold on one sec. Oh, no. Okay. See? Yummy. It's going back in the oven. To melt some cheese. It's so good. I did this yesterday. And I put salad with some ranch. Only 2 thumbs up. Everybody give me a thumbs up for my, if anything, my lack of sleep. Oh, here's my notorious pillow I have to sleep with after my accident. If y'all watch me, you know this is my pillow. I can't sleep with the normal pillow. Oh, Wicked One Wicked, you have to watch. I was telling my lovelies on here, you have to watch Steve and Steph, and it's called The Resale Killers. They're out of Temecula, and they dumpster dive, and I'm addicted. The stuff they find. I'm like, oh, it's so cool. Libby, did you say you had a banana? Who had a banana? I saw someone say they had a banana. Wicked One Wicked, what did you have for breakfast this morning? Let's see. Allie, are you still on here? Glenda, are you still here? Yeah, you got to watch it. It's just, you're going to be addicted. And plus they live like 30 minutes from me. So I know where they go. I'm going to go say hi. They find the gold. They find money. They find all kinds of good stuff. They actually come out here at a banana. Libby, I want a banana. I'm like hungry this morning. I don't know if it was just a stress buildup of last night, but I'm hungers. Huh, cannoli? Huh, cannoli? Why you look so sad? Why you look so sad? Say hi. Where's your toy? Where's your toy? Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Canolers. She's my love bucket. She's a sneak though. Like when I'm like, I told her like she can hear me. I'm like, she can hear me though. She understands what I say. I'm like, go lay down. Because she's always got to be like right next to me. And I'm like, I'm just tired. I want to go to sleep. And she like crawls in between my legs. She wants just to get all comfy. And I was like, go lay down. And literally, as soon as my eye closed, that she was creepers. Creeperton, creeperton. She literally like just, she was creeping. Little creeper. Like she knew she wasn't supposed to be doing it, but she was creepers. She was creeping. Why are you creeping? Why are you creeping? She knows what I'm saying. Huh, cannoli? Ooh, the love. Ooh. You want to see the funniest face ever? Is when I grab her toy. Watch. Look at that face. Ready? 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 Go get it. Go get it, cannoli. She cracked me up. So Moomoo's Creeperton too. When I play with ball with her, she gets this like the cutest look ever. Creepers. She's smart too. Like she'll know when my pants come on. When the pants go in one leg, she's sad. Like she knows she'll pounce. Like, really, mom? Or if I go to spray perfume, as soon as she sees me put the perfume up, and she runs out of the room. Like it must get up in her eyes and her nostrils. But she knows before I spray it. She'll see what I have. She's smart. Like as soon as she knows my pants go on means I'm gonna be leaving, and she gets upset with me. Creep. You little creeper. You little creeper. Watch, you want to see something funny? Watch. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'll go like this. And her eyes are like, she's my best friend. You're my best friend. Yeah, they do. She gets like literally gets depressed. Here, let me get this out of the way. Oh. I love hers. She's my road dog. My little road dog. Ooh. Wicked one, wicked. Got 2 more likes on the board. I just looked up and saw that. My phone is gonna die. Let me get my charger. Hold on. Just plug this bad boy in. I know you all wanted to know though what was going on with her, so I wanted to make sure I popped on here. Because I left Friday. I did read everything Wicked One Wicked, just so you know. I was actually driving. Well, I wasn't driving. I was in a car while I was reading it. So I did. And here's half heart. Other half. My stomach's growling. I really want Chick-fil-A. Like, I don't know. My brain's just saying, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A. So you got to write me and let me know what the doctor says. A lot of people are going through some stuff. I've heard in the last few days, like radiation, cancer, depression. It's just all one big world we're living in, and all trying to get by with the get by. And that's all we can do. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, you gotta write me. Yeah, added scary in there. Gotta write me. Be praying. That's why I love you guys. I got lots of believers. Lots of people that just will pray on a drop of a dime. And that just means so much to me. And I'm sure to you too. And anybody can use a prayer. Even people who think they don't or could use a prayer, they can use a prayer. Right, cannoli? Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. You love mama? Huh? Hi. You want to see something funny? I take her collar off and she has to smell it when I take it off. Hold on. Oh, look at what's that face? What is that face? I just have my phone number on there, so I can always hold it. Hold on. Watch. I'm going to take her collar off and then watch. I'm trying to get it. Oh, okay, watch. She has to smell it every time. Oh, she's still smelling it. What is that? Oh, you want to itch now around the neckline? Ooh, no collar there. Ooh, no. She gives hugs too. I don't know if you guys, your doggies give you huggies. My dog, I swear, gives me hugs. Look at her. Aww. Cannoli, I love you. Are you still smelling your collar? You gonna give me huggies? You're gonna give me. Oh, you're just so cute. You're just so cute. Yes, you are. What? Oh, I just spit. I just spit on you, Cannoli. I'm sorry. Let's see. So we got 10 people. Who's all the 10 people in the house? Who's all here? Who's all here? Put a 1. Let me know you're here and present in my sleepless live stream with a hangnail. I got a hangnail. Ow. 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 I'm not one who could just let a hangnail sit there. I don't know. If you guys are the same way, I get a hangnail and I'm like, oh, nope, it's got to come off. Got cannoli hair everywhere. I took her in to get a bath at Petco. But unless you do a haircut in a bath, they'll do a trim. Now, okay, there's a difference. There's a trim in a bath, which I got because I thought, oh, a trim. Okay, just give her a trim in a bath. But then there's a haircut in a bath. 2 entirely different things. She had a bath, but I had to like trim her up the rest of the way when I got. I'm like, why am I trimming her? She got a trim in a bath. But I ended up having to do it. They only do, when they say trim, they mean around sanitary areas, the little feet, and a bath. That's it. That's a trim. Now that I know that, I need to request haircut. But this is who I was talking about. That's them. I'm addicted. There's a few of them that I watch, but I'm all into watching them. Oh, I got 6 thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Cannoli, there's your ball. Go get your ball. Go get your ball. I don't even know how I'm awake. I'm so tired. I'm tired. But you know, it's the kind of tired, though, if you force yourself to sleep, you're going to feel worse. So I'd rather just get the few hours of sleep I got. Mustard? Is that how you say it? Muster through the day? Muster through the day? Not mustard. Muster? Muster through the day? I got lots of footage for you guys, and it's just either it comes out wrong or I'm like, no, 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 no. I had some guy come to the house. Came to the house. Oh, I got 2 more likes. Thank you, guys. Love you. I don't know what that, it just lets me know that you're like my lives. Wait, he came to the house. Cannoli was like barking. And I have like stairs so I can see someone walk up, and then I have the window that's this way. So I could see someone there, and the cannolis is barking, and I have like a heavy duty iron security gate at my front door. So I could probably see him and he couldn't see me because it's a real thick one with the tiny holes. And so I'm like, "Can I help you?" And he goes, "Oh, you scared me." And I'm like, "How can I help you?" And he's like, you scared me." And I'm like, "Well, you scared me. How can I help you?" So instead of staying right in front of the door, I walked around to the window because I could totally see him with the light shining on him. And I was like, and then he didn't see me move, and he was like, "You scared me." And I'm like, "How can I help you?" And he was like, is Jordan here?" And I'm like, You have the wrong number." He goes, "Are you sure?" Homeboy, "I'm sure enough that I'm about ready to go get my shotgun. I'm that sure." And then he left, but I thought that was so odd. So odd. Ah, I got 9 likes. Cannoli. Thank you. So yeah, that scared me. Isn't that weird though? He kept repeating himself, and I'm like, dude, what do you need? This ain't Denny's. Can't believe that guy said that. This ain't Denny's. Oh, well, this ain't a backhand, a farmer's hand, throat punching you. Say hi, Cannoli. Come here. Come here. Give me loves. Give me lovins. Oh, the love. Are you hungry too? I heard that. Oh my gosh, I don't have my glasses on, and I thought I saw I'm peeing taters. What? That's problems. You're peeling taters. Yum. I miss potatoes. Um. Oh, you're back. Yay. Hawaiian, she is sleeping right now. She got antibiotics there and got antibiotics I have to go take to the pharmacy, and she has to see a specialist. Okay, let's see. It is odd. I'm glad you didn't open the door. He was probably to go good and was hoping you would open the door. Oh, hell no. Mama didn't raise no fool. I take no wooden nickels. I knew not to open that door. If to gain entry into your house. No way. No. If I disappear, you'll know why. Oh, well, at least you're back up and running, Wicked. Yeah, I was talking about a creeper, another creeper, not Cannoli, being Creeperton. Look how cute you are. Who's here? Who's here? Cannoli. Who's here? Talk about Creepertons. If you wanted, I think I told you guys a story time. Let me know if I said this or not. If I have, let me know. Just say, yeah, I've heard this before, because I have a way of repeating my story times because they're either hilarious or weird or, but the guy in the blue Speedo. That's all I got to say. If you guys have not heard about my encounter with the man with the blue Speedo, true story, it happened. Let me know. Creeps too. That's what I call him. Are you a Chucky too? Cannoli. And she knows when I say this too, it means get a fly. Watch. Get it. Get it, Cannoli. Where's it? Get it. Okay, well, make a liar out of me, Cannoli. Okay, blue Speedo story. I was working and I was at lunch, and I worked in Hemet at the time. This was years and years ago. And Cannoli, can you get any closer? Can you move the booty from my facial? Move. You can lay this way. Cannoli, I love you. So I was on my lunch break, and right across the street, there was a Goodwill. Get down. There was a Goodwill. So I thought, oh, I'm going to go over there. Well, there was my work, and then next to that was an antique store, and then across the street was the Goodwill. Pretty sure it was Goodwill. It was a thrift store. This was years and years and years ago. So I go over there, and I'm not even kidding. I'm shopping. I have an hour to, kill. So I'm looking through stuff. And so I'm looking. And so as I'm looking like this, I kind of glance up, and across the building, I see a man just staring at me like this, like with his head tilted. Well, which I thought he was just looking in my general direction because there was people everywhere. But he was just standing over in the corner. Fully dressed, mind you. Had clothes on. I recall seeing a white t-shirt. I don't know if he was sporting the blue Speedos or not at that point, but he was staring at me from across, which I thought, okay, well, maybe he's not staring at me, but that's kind of creepy, but whatever. So then I go walking around, and I happen to look up, and he's closer with his head tilted, like looking at me. And I'm like, oh, that's spooky. So then I'm like, okay, there's so many people here. What's going to happen? So looking around more, doing my own thing. I go to leave, and I'm walking out the door, the double doors, and lo and behold, in the car, in the driver's seat is Creeper. So I'm like, and he's just staring at me with his head tilted sideways, and I'm like, okay. So I'm walking out of the doors, and I'm walking because it's just like a driveway, a street, an antique store, and then my work. So we're locking eyes. Me and him are locking eyes, and I'm like, I just knew it wasn't good, and so I'm like, so I'm walking, and I'm like looking like this as I'm walking. The more I keep looking at him, he gets out of the car, and I'm like, oh, what's he doing? So I'm looking as I'm walking faster. He comes around, no shirt on, a blue Speedo, and starts walking towards me. So I start walking faster into a run. And he starts running, like running at me. And I was like, so I hauled butt instead of trying to like get my key and get into my work. And plus I didn't want him to know I work there. I run into the antique store, and the antique store guy saw, and I knew him. He would come in and visit me every day. I ran in there. As I ran in, he ran out after the guy with the blue Speedo. The question is, and to this day, I wonder, what did he think he was going to do? Like, if he caught me, what in daylight, running across the street, a man in a blue Speedo, what did he think he was going to do? Well, I ran in there. He saw what was happening. He ran out after him. The guy turned around and got in his car and took off. To this question, I just wonder what that man in that blue Speedo was thinking. What he was going to do when he caught me. I mean, he wasn't hiding any knives or guns. I would hope not, because I saw blue Speedo. That was scary, though. You know, when a man in a blue Speedo is running after you, there's some bad stuff's going to go down in Charlie Brown Town. Yeah, that was kind of creepy. Yeah. Mm-mm. Oh, we would have fought. Yeah. I had a stalker story too. Did I tell you that story time? It wasn't a stalker on me. It was a stalker on someone else in my family. And I had to get Charlie Bronson on him. I had to turn tables. Yeah. Hawaiian, right? What did he out for forever? My whole life, I'm going to wonder now what he thought he was going to do once he caught me. Meet my shoe. Maybe he wanted my shoes. He could have pushed me down, took my shoes. Maybe he liked my shoes. I don't know. But I was in, oh my gosh, do you guys want to hear this story? This is a stalker story. This was scary too. Okay, I'm gonna tell it. went to JCPenney's in Hemet again. Mind you, I was with Ashley, and she had to be around 15, 16. And we're in JCPenney's, and we're walking around, and Big Guy was fishing. So he was fishing with the other ones. And in that same town, there's a little lake over there, so he went fishing. It was a Saturday. So I watch my surroundings. So I see this guy's about 6'4", big guy. Here, I gotta get comfortable for this talk. And I see him staring at, not me, he was staring at my daughter, and it wasn't just like a stare like, oh, hi. It was like down at her chest. Like he would come close to stare at her chest. And anybody know me? I don't play that. I don't, get away from my kid. I will be very loud. I'll be very vocal, and I will hurt you. Well, anyways, long story short, he kept doing it, and she was on her phone and not paying attention. So I had to be loud about it. So he knew I knew what he was doing. And I said, put your phone down, watch your surroundings. And I pointed at him because he was like right there. And I said, this guy is staring at your chest. He's a pervert, and you need to watch your surroundings. So I'm looking at her, and she's looking at him, and we're locking eyes. And I thought that would be loud. It'd be loud and clear that I'm not one going to mess around with something like that. So get away. So I didn't think twice about it. I just thought, okay, I was vocal about it. I let him know what he was doing. That was wrong. Put him in his place, let her know to be aware of the situation. And we walked off to Shoes, thinking it was done and over with. I'm over there in Shoes. I happen to look over, and he's walking towards me with death in his eyes. Like I crossed a boundary with him that he did not like. I put him on blast. He did not like it. He had to be like 6'4". He was very, very tall. So he's coming up, and I'm looking up at him, literally looking up at him. And he goes like with like killer eyes. And I'm like, and he's like, do you have a freaking problem? You have something to say now, or something like that. And the only thing I could think of, because I was so afraid, is I said, hold on, my phone's gonna die. I don't know why. It's plugged in. Hold on, let me make sure. It's on 6%. You guys still there? It says I'm back being live. My phone was doing something weird. So looking up, the only thing I could think of to say, because I felt very threatened, like, what is he going to do to me? Like, what, I put my daughter behind me, and I'm looking up at this guy, like in a corner in Shoes. And I said, pedophile. I just screamed it out really loud, pedophile. And, the only thing I could think of to say, because I was so scared, and I'm like, what is he going to do? So I screamed pedophile, and not even joking you, not one man came over. It was all women. Women flocked. As soon as I said that, women just ran over to me. And I'm like, get security, get the cameras. This guy is a pervert. He's a pedophile. He's been stalking my daughter. And he's like, tried to switch it around, which they normally try to do. He said, she's stalking me. She won't leave me alone. This girl's crazy. And I'm like, get the cameras, and we're going to see who's doing what. And he got out of there really quick. Well, when I say stalker, probably around I don't even know how long after that, I was at their school. And I always would go a little bit early to, I would say about 2 weeks, 3 weeks later. I had, went there early to pick up my kids from school. Even in high school, I did. Well, guess who was there? He was there. And I'm like, sorry, I had a phone call. So he was there, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like, is he there? Like, does he know she goes to the school? Well, I was like a ninja. I kind of was like down, and I was watching him. He clearly was not there for her, thank goodness, but he was there. He was a creeper. So he was like stalking people. Like I don't know. Well, anyways, I got the license, called the police, gave him the description of what he looked like, let him know about the incident at the mall. They looked up the owner, and it wasn't him. They said, this obviously is not the same description of the person they're telling me, and it's out of a different town. And that's usually how people like that work, is they usually borrow a friend's car and they go to another town and then they stalk women that way or girls that way. So it was totally profiled as a perv. And so now we're going to fast forward about another week or so. I'm driving and guess who's following me? That guy. So I'm like, oh no. I had my little meatball in the car. Ash wasn't with me. And my meatball was young, and I shouldn't have done this with her in the car, but I did. And I made it known that I knew he was following me. And then I was playing zigzag to where I ended up getting behind him. And then I'm taking pictures. I'm taking pictures of him. I'm taking pictures of the car. I'm taking pictures of the license plate. He did not like that. We were actually stuck at a light where traffic was going vertical. And he was like, he wanted out of there. He was like fidgeting in the seat. And yeah. So anyways, I had my blinker to turn the way he was turning. But then I thought this can get very dangerous. So I got all the pictures I needed to take. You know, there was already a report prior. But after that, nothing. I saw him one other time and he saw me and he bolted. He left. Like, I want no problems with this one. So, but I don't recommend that people do that because that could have been very dangerous. I had my daughter in the car, my young one, and I shouldn't have done that at the time. However, you got to do what you got to do. And you know what? He never messed with me. I saw him one other time. I was at a donut shop and he turned around and saw me and left. Yeah, so that was kind of scary. But at least I got the information and I let them know his description. I, got all the pictures I needed to take, reported everything, and yeah, that's scary. You gotta be very careful, especially guys in blue Speedos. I don't know. He could have turned that around. He was a big guy. Like I said, I don't know if that was the smartest move, but I went into protective mode and I was like, okay, this is like too many times where he was just there, So I'm like, ooh. I mean, what's the odds? Seeing him in the mall, which I pissed him off, then seeing him again at my kid's school, and then I see him following me. So I'm like, oh no, homeboy. You picked the wrong one. Heather! Okay, so we're home. I didn't get to sleep till 6 this morning. I gave her a sandwich, and then she fell asleep. She has to see a specialist. They gave her antibiotics there, and more antibiotics I gotta go fill. And I have to call the specialist. So she has to see a specialist to kind of figure out why she keeps getting repeat infections. A urologist. Just a urologist. So she looked better by the time they hydrated her. I was letting everybody know that the nurse was a jerk. She asked for something to eat and he goes, "This ain't Denny's." Still salty about that one. My low carb wrap is all gross right now, probably all hard. Is she having trouble urinating? No. Her problem is what's happening with her. She's having very, very, very severe back pain where her kidneys are. And when she does go, it hurts. But she is going a lot, not a little. But she's getting fever and throwing up when that happens. So she'll get antibiotics, a series of them. She'll get better. And about 3, 4, 5 days later, after the antibiotics are out of her system, she gets the fever, throwing up. So she did for the third time is why we ended up back there, because anytime the antibiotics wear off, it comes back with a vengeance. So yeah, so we need to figure out why she keeps getting them. There's a reason why, but it runs in our family too. I had one for 6 months. Not even kidding you. It was a very low grade one, but it was still there, and I had to see a specialist too. But what worries me about her is she's just so young, and just to kind of the throwing up, and that's just, to me, like, it's not good. But they did a CT scan with IV contrast, which I was happy they did that. And why is my phone not working? It's not wanting to charge. Hold on, guys. Okay, I think it's charging. Hold on. Is it charging? No, it's not. What is going on here? Okay, hopefully that's charging now. So that is that. I know she's awake now because my big mouth. Talking about blue Speedos. And jerks. RN jerks at the hospital. This ain't Denny's. Kidney issues right now too. Large cyst over my kidney. Oh god. Oh yeah, you need to write me when you get results. I have vitamins for her. I don't know if she's taking them, but I do have vitamins, but it's just like a daily vitamin. You know what? I'll give her one this morning and make sure she takes it. Yeah, Wicked, let me know. Let me know. So yeah, those are my story times. My weirdo story times. We did have some weirdos that lived up in front when we first moved here. Do you know you get a vibe for people and it's like, oh, these people are freaking weird. Like, I'm just going to smile and say hi because I don't want to get on their bad side. That's what they were. Like, you know, they had a dungeon underneath their house. Like, you would see them at the store and they'd be having in there, like, big guy went to the store and the guy in front happened to be in front of him and he saw what he was purchasing and it was all like gauze and alcohol, tweezers. Like, homeboy, what are you going to do with all that? And it wasn't just like one. He had large amounts of gauze, tape. No. So I was always, hi, good morning. He's like, stop talking to them. And you know what? They ended up moving because the neighbors on the other side would fight with him. I got my windows open. So they ended up not liking the attention and they ended up moving. Well, we have wonderful neighbors that live up there now. However, they had to seal up a hole in their garage. What were they doing in that hole? Is the question. But yeah, they moved, so I was happy. But you're like, dude, what are you doing with like 14 gauzes and 14 things of tape? Tweezers, alcohol? That's some torture stuff right there. I don't know. Most people just go on with their day and don't look at stuff like that. Oh no, not me. I'm very alert. I'm very open to my surroundings and I will watch you. I'm a people watcher. My husband's like, what are you doing? I'm like, what are they eating? That looks good. Oh, she looks sad. Or we play the game to where someone's like talking back and forth and then we act like we know what they're saying. So like he'll play the guy and I'll play the girl and then we'll have a whole conversation with their conversation at dinner. We're weirdos. We do that for fun. We're like, what are they talking about? So then we would make up our own conversations with their facial expressions. I had a star kidney stone. Oh, but you know they did an IV contrast, a sonogram, an IV contrast CT scan with IV. I guess that would have shown up in that, and she said those came back normal. However, the specialist will like do a sonogram again and then do the whole thing. They'll start from gate one and figure out what's going on. I was hoping it was a kidney stone. At least we'd have answers to that in the fevers and the throwing up. But kidney stones are painful. Big Guy's had those a few times. Like we've actually seen the stone after it came out, and I'm like, oh. He had a ruptured gallbladder, almost died from that, and he was more in pain with the kidney stone. Never had one of those. Don't want one. My phone. What is going on? Oh, it was charging. It keeps saying low battery. Big Eyes has me worried, but he's doing good. Still pushing on with the push on. He's just, you can just see like, what is that? You can just see like things, like changes are happening. Scares me. But you can see like he's aged. He's not swelling. He has a little bit of swelling in his feet, but not much. I don't know. He just looks, I don't know. I just know changes are happening, and that scares the heck out of me. Oh my gosh, a quarter? They have medicine that which they gave Big Guy that breaks it up so it's easier to pass. Holy moly. Did you have to get surgery? They say a lot of that has to do with like gallbladder stuff. Like you get a lot of that with like if you have gallbladder issues. Thank you, Hawaiian. She said I would never pass it. Holy moly, you passed it as a quarter size? Or did they break it up? I would hope they broke it up into some pieces. Because that would have been like giving birth. Holy moly. Ouch. I was the size of a small lemon. Oh, no. 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 Big Eyes were so painful, and his was just like a pebble size. So I can only imagine. That's crazy. It gave. Ouch. No. Knock on wood somewhere in here. I've had 2 C-sections. Got bit by a few spider bites. Been ran after by a couple guys. One guy in a Speedo and stalked by one. Other than that, I've been lucky. I think I broke my ankle one time because I didn't want to go answer my door. I wanted to see who it was first. I ran in my daughter's room and tripped over a toy, and I heard snap. But other than that, I'm good. Me too. Not a 2C step. I had see, sisters. Yeah, two C-section and a broken ankle. Big Guy says, you're going to live to be a Methuselah. Sisters. But the scary thing with me is like people have stuff that they go through, like, oh, they need, like a gallbladder out, or, oh, they get the measles, or, oh, I'm going to be the one, like I've, knock on wood, have been very blessed with health other than my diabetes, but that's brought on by myself, and I'm getting that under control. Other than that, I've been really good. Like I don't, but I know in my head it's like when a good something's gonna happen, it's gonna be a doozer. So it's like that kind of scares me because I'm like, it's like, in a lifetime you get into a fender bender. Oh, it was definitely made. Believe it or not, the doctors were against that. I would never pass it. Oh yeah, you should have made a necklace out of that. Wore it as like I survived this. Make a necklace out of it. He's one size of. Oh no. No. See, I couldn't be a doctor. For one, I'd want to heal everyone and make them feel better. You had 3 C-sections? We had 2. I know me and Wicked had 2. Um, I don't like needles. I don't like any of that. Like, my heart was probably racing the whole time I was there because it just makes me nervous. I don't want to touch anything because I don't want to get sick. Because there was like, I'm not even kidding. There was peers, there was poopers there was screamers. When I say that, I am not joking. There was heart attacks being called in, code blues. There was fires on second or the fourth floor. Um, Literally code blues constantly. Code blue to ER, room 32, code blue to 3. I'm like, oh, it was just, there was just a multitude of, and then we went to one hospital at first and it was packed, but it's a big hospital, but a small ER. So when we went in there, it was packed. So I'm like, oh gosh, we're going to be here forever. Let's just drive half hour, go to another one, a bigger one, to me, a better one and cleaner one. We show up there and there was like 150 people. I just can't. You know, I have a phobia with the pee and the poo and the vomiting. And you're sitting there. So we're sitting there, and I was like bebopping, like moving everywhere because you would sit somewhere and then you're looking over and someone's going, oh, and you're like, hell no. So we would get up and we would go somewhere else. And then somebody would be like, and I'm like, hell no. Then we get up and we go somewhere else and someone's like bleeding. Oh no. Mm-mm. No. So then we get up and go somewhere else. They must have thought like, what is this girl doing? Because I was like, ding ding. I'm like, where's the hand sanitizers? I need it in my loft right now. So I would literally wipe things down with tissues. Finally, I was like, I'm waiting out by the front. You call me, this is where I'm at. It was bad. It was like people, it was just sick. There was so many people sick there, and it was just, I felt like, when someone walks into a wall and then turns around and walks into a wall and then turns around and walks. That's how I felt last night. Like, oh, I can't go here. Oh, I can't go here. Oh, I can't go here. Because everybody was just like, bleh, 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 bleh. Yeah, it was definitely musical chairs. And I know that the people were watching me, and I was like, I don't care. And for one, you want to get yelpy, I will yelp you on not one time, but oh no, that's not true. Let me back up. One person came out and mopped the floor because we had the shitter and the peer. But I'm like, no, you should be out. They should have to do that, like, especially in an ER setting, back and in the front. They should have to mop that and wipe things down. And they should do a wipe off of those chairs. Because when you're looking down, you're seeing blood on the floor. That is not a good time. To let it out. Supposed to hold it on. It's just, and then, does anybody really want to use an ER bathroom? Not me. I probably got a kidney infection myself now because I held it for like 12 hours. So yeah, see, when I go into a hospital setting, my OCD sees nothing but like staph infection. Like everything's potentially has staph on it or potentially has just amoebas, like everything. Like I will fold my arms the whole time. I won't touch anything unless I'm wiping it down. I know it's off the charts, but I'm so good in a public bathroom that I'm not even kidding. I can use my elbows to open and lock things. I can use my toe, my foot to flush. And then I put like 6 toilet CDs on the toilet. And I can master it without touching anything. I'm good. But I won't use the hospital bathroom. Back of my car in a bottle. And by the way, I have done that. I have been known to do that on occasions because, oh no. I went into a bathroom at a gas station one time and I was like, I'm stuck in here because I don't want to touch anything. There's no paper towels. I can't open the door. There's poop on the door. So I'm like, I am literally stuck in this bathroom. I can't touch anything. There's nothing to grab. There's poop on it. Who poops on the wall? Like you obviously see poop phalanges across the wall. Ew. I have a thing with poop. Like that just grosses me out. Thank you. Thank you. You gotta go Hawaiian. Sorry. The things I'm talking about poop and pep and staff. Sorry. Love you bunches. Thank you for always coming in and saying hello. And for the prayers. Love you bunches. Yeah. And you know what? Girls, and these are girls' bathrooms. Like girl, I'm not talking about the universal ones at a gas station. I'm talking about one that says women's bathroom. Come on, woman. Who throws a tampon on the floor? A used one. Sick. No. Please be a sweetie and clean the seedy. That's all I'm saying. You know when, yeah, no, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Sick. So we all three of us need to invent something for a public bathroom. Yep. Gross. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go check on Meatball. I have to go get her medicine. My wrap is probably crispy as a crispy thing. It's probably like a crouton is what I was looking for. Don't you hate when you go to a bathroom without paper towels, like a blower isn't happening? Do you know blowers have been known to have fecal matter in them more than just having I was born in 70, so do you guys, I don't know how old all y'all are. I know how old Wicked One Wicked is. Anybody else remember a bathroom back in the day where they had the pull down cloths? You would pull it down and wipe your hand, pull it down for the next person. It was just a big cloth that went in a big circle. So you'll probably remember what I'm talking about. It's a cloth. There was no paper towels. There was no blowers. It was just this cloth that went in a round circle. But you know what? We didn't die. We all drank out of hoses and didn't have cell phones. Those were good times. Now I don't even know what. You got to worry about men in Speedos, jerky ER nurses. Yeah. All right, guys. I love you guys so much. And when I say that just with a big love in my heart. I love you guys with all my hearts. And I got a big heart. Oh, he's 60. Big guy's going to be 49. We're 6 months apart. So I'll be 49 in November and then he'll be 49 in June. You never knew hand sanitizer. Well, and even sanitizer doesn't really work as good as they say, but it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. All right, guys, I'll come back live later and see how you guys are doing. I'm going to do more lives. I think I like them better. I think I can get everything out. I don't have to upload anything. You know, I like it. And then I can interact with you guys. So if you have any questions, story time, I can just get it out. But you guys are awesome. Have a beautiful, blessed day. I'm going to go check on her, check her temp, go get her medicine, try to attempt to eat my crouton of a It's a wheat one. I found out the wheat were less in carbs than the regular lavish bread. So I'm excited about that. It's only by 2 carbs, but hey, it's less 2 carbs. All right, guys. Toodle noodles, asta pasta, later gator. Talk to you guys later. Toodles. Love you guys. Bye.